Hey there, Tuesday afternoon, almost 5 o'clock, almost the end of the day. Thought I'd finally come out here and say hi to you Facebook peeps and check in on you and see how you're doing with your goals. It's February already, second week of February, and oh my gosh, it's like 3 degrees above zero. I'm excited. It's so warm out here. I can't believe it. Comparatively speaking. So, how are you doing? Hi, Kathy. How are you doing on your goals? How are you doing on your thoughts and your mind? On what you think about your goals? And we're talking about limiting beliefs again. And so I wanted to talk to you because I was visiting with somebody the other day, and they said, I don't have any limiting beliefs. Really? You don't have any? Hi, Paula. Yeah, it's been some freaky weather. Hey, Steve. And so, yeah, that's, hi, Steve. I can't wait to come down to Florida. Next week we'll be there. But talking about limiting beliefs and you achieving the goals that you set out for yourself. Remember the last week of December when you were thinking about what you wanted to do for a New Year's resolution? Remember that? February, here we are. We're the 16th of February, I believe. Yep. And so we're 6 weeks into the year and wondering how everybody's doing on their goals. And like I said last week, this is about the time that people start giving up, if they haven't already given up on their goals, because it gets hard. So after about a month of working on your goals, or maybe 3 to 4 weeks, that's when the rubber meets the road and we separate the milk from the cream, as dairy farmers like my dad would say. That's when we separate between who's going to actually achieve their goal and who is not. And when the time gets tough, that's when we got to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. So we got to dig down deep. We have to find that commitment, whatever it is for you, however you want to say it. But that's when times get tough, is when what we're doing right now. And so I was talking with somebody who said, I don't have any limiting beliefs. I don't know if I've ever met a soul that said or thought they didn't have any limiting beliefs. Although there are a lot of people that maybe think they don't have any limiting beliefs. And beliefs are things like, if you've ever heard, I think I mentioned it last week, but I'm going to mention it again because it bears watching. I was talking about making money, and someone that I know that is older, because this is a very normal old comment, they were saying, well, if you make too much money, that's not good. You know, too much money is not a good thing. And so, like, money is the root of all evil. That's a limiting belief. If you think deep down inside of your head that money really is the root of all evil, so like when you get a lot of money, you turn into a bad person, or you become ruthless, or you become selfish, or you are rude, or you got your nose stuck up in the air, then you have a limiting belief around money, right? And if you've ever tried to quit smoking and you just say, I can't make it through an angry episode. I can't make it through a work problem. I can't make it through a fight with my spouse without needing a cigarette. Then you have a limiting belief. I just went through this experiment with my daughter. So her name is Taylor, and she's trying to lose weight, as I am. And this is just, again, losing weight is difficult. I think most people in the world have even thought about it or tried to do it once or twice in their life. But let's talk about whether, I don't know, you want to start your own business, you want to make more money, you want to ask for a promotion, you want to quit smoking, you want to quit drinking, you want to lose some weight, you want to work out more often, you want to find love, whatever it is. So she wants to lose weight. And so there's a little, some questions you can ask yourself to find out what your limiting beliefs are. So we're going to talk about her, and she told me that it was fine to take her name. So her name is Taylor, and her and I are kind of on this weight loss journey together. She's coming along slowly, but So the question is, what are your results? So whatever goal that you're looking to achieve, ask yourself, what are the results you have right now? And so when I asked Taylor that, she said, my results are I weigh this much. I won't say how much she weighs, but she weighs this much. And it's a weight she doesn't want to be. So that's the first thing. So what are my results? I make 50,000 and I want to make 70,000. Or I am a supervisor, but I really want to be a director. Or I work for the man and I really want to own my own business. Whatever it is, what are your results right now, right? First thing, what are your results? Second thing is you ask yourself, okay, what have I done to get those results? Like, what are my actions? And so when I asked Taylor this, she said, well, my actions are that I love to eat fettuccine Alfredo a lot. Of course, there's a lot of cream, white flour, noodles, and she likes chocolate bars, and she likes Cheez-Its, and, And so those are her actions. Her actions are that she eats food she shouldn't be eating if she wants to not be the weight she is. So your first thing is, what are results? Your second question you ask yourself is, write down what are the actions that you are taking to achieve those results, even if they're results that you don't want. What are you doing? And then the next thing you ask is, okay, if those are the actions, what are my thoughts behind that action? And so when I asked her, Taylor, what is your thoughts behind eating Cheez-Its in the afternoon, or a chocolate candy bar, or fettuccine Alfredo every single time you go out to eat, or whatever, what are your thoughts? And she said, well, my thoughts is really good food. I just love it. And I said, well, and you love it. And why do you love it? She said, because it makes me happy. And I said, oh, okay. So it makes you happy. So what you're saying is your food makes you happy. And she said, well, yeah. I said, do you think food has to make you happy? And she said, well, no, I suppose not. I said, because in your life, what should make you happy? People can make you happy, and sure, food can make you happy too. But if you're overweight, maybe you got too much happiness, maybe? And so I asked her, I said, so if food is making you happy and you don't think that it needs to make you as happy as it is, what should food do? And she said, well, food should be fuel. It should keep you alive. It should keep you healthy. So if food should be fuel and it should keep you alive and keep you healthy, and it doesn't have to keep you happy, then you might be eating for the wrong reasons. Okay? And she said, well, true. Okay, so now what the next thought is, if you have these results and those are your actions and that's your thought, your last thing is, okay, based on those thoughts, what are your limiting beliefs? And as we discussed it, she said, well, I think I believe that I can't be happy unless I have all the kinds of food that I love. Or I can't eat, maybe even more so. She said, well, maybe food makes me happy and I can't eat food, or I don't want to eat food that doesn't make me happy. That's pretty much a limiting belief then, right? So if you don't want to eat food that makes you happy, then we have to examine, what are you going to do if you're going to eat food that just feeds you and fuels your body, but doesn't necessarily make you happy? Well, then we talked about it. And so I have my daughter-in-law, Ashley, who just got on the phone with me and is a fitness trainer. And I know she knows what I'm talking about, because when I watch her eat, she eats food like she's putting wood into a furnace. And then she gets on with it and goes and does her stuff. I admire her so much. And so what you need to know is that food doesn't have to make you happy. When I was a Weight Watchers leader, we used to say food is fuel, not fun. Doesn't have to be. It can be fun, but it doesn't always have to be fun. And so if you want to make 6 figures, what are you doing that's keeping you at 5 figures? What are the results? What are your actions? What's your thinking around those actions? And lastly, what are your limiting beliefs? Okay? So that's my tips for today. Four steps that you can take to find out exactly what your limiting beliefs are. And then we can talk about, once you figure out what those are, write this down, like do it. And also talk it over with a trusted friend, your partner, somebody else who's going on the same journey you are. Write it down and talk it over and figure out why exactly it is that you have that limiting belief. Did it come from when you were a kid? Did it come from a boss you once had? Did it come from, I don't know, somewhere? One of my limiting beliefs used to be that I wasn't very strong or very tough. And then I went into the Army, and I realized after I went through basic training that I was damn strong and I was damn tough. And I never had that limiting belief again, even though I grew up with 5 brothers. And so all you got to do is figure out and find out that you can do something one time, and you'll get a little confidence. Try one day of eating healthy. Try one day of doing things that are going to start your business. Try one day, try one time. And every time you succeed, you're going to become more successful. And so one step, how do you eat an elephant, right? One bite at a time. You just keep going, trucking one day at a time. All right, happy Tuesday. I'm starting to get cold, even though it's above 0, and I'm so happy about that. So have a great Tuesday, and good luck on figuring out what those limiting beliefs are. Love to see if anybody's willing to share them with me, private message or on public on a comment. Okay, take care and have a great rest of your Tuesday. Bye-bye for now.